Alright, welcome back everybody. We are doing a little bit of a different video today. I have spoken at length about creating layers for defenses. This is not my episodic playthrough or my tutorial playthrough. This is my co-op. You can see we're on day 71. We just got rated at day 70 and whew, it was a doozy. Two of us and it was hard. So a lot of people have become keen to building on these skyscrapers now. This is the Civic Center, and what we're doing, I want to show you what I mean by the layers. So let's get over here. We'll start with this one. I don't know how long this video will be. It's kind of more of a how-to. So I have this little platform. Now I haven't flushed this out yet because the NPCs cannot climb up onto your platforms, nor can they climb the ladders as of yet. So what this does by having this, by not having this finished, this doesn't really affect anything. But you notice how I have the platforms within the walls. They can still be shot. Like right here, this can still take damage because to a bullet, if they're floating in the water right there and they're shooting up like this, you can get hit standing up there on that midsection, and we do get hit. And this is my latest addition. I'm working on reinforcing it. But of course we can attack from over here. This section only allows one platform deep, and it's pretty difficult to build on, but this is actually no protection right here. Whereas over here I have the plates up against this edge, so if they're floating out by my boat and shooting at me and I crouch down, I do have some protection unless it hits through the building and gets me in my feet. So when you're building layers, what you need to think about, one of the things to think about, is the trajectory of how they are shooting at you. So when you're attacked, let's say you're using this space and you're attacked in the water, they're coming at you and they're shooting up, right? Now the NPCs have perfect aim, so you just have to deal with it. Like if I'm on that little tower right there, right, they're shooting up. So if I'm on this and right there, they're shooting up like this. Well, they can actually shoot through this building. Like, I can't swim into it. It doesn't let me swim into it, but it does let me shoot into it and shoot through it, unfortunately. So you're thinking about, this is the reason you notice how I don't have buildings right up against the edge of the tower, but I do have barricades against the edge of the tower. That's to allow them to be sitting here shooting while we are somewhat protected and the buildings take very little damage. So let's get over here. Now this smaller tower is going to be the growing, it's going to be the farm. And that's why it really doesn't have much, because it is so low to the water, it's very easy. Let's look right there. You can see right there the foundation legs come straight down in, and those can be shot and damage can be taken. So I have a harbor over here. Come up to it. Come into it. Drive. Yeah, I didn't think he was on this side. My buddy's boat too. Squeeze by! I should have paid more attention. I'm on the wrong side. Let's go to the other side. No, I said drive. So you notice on this, where they come up in the water, there's the spikes, of course, reinforced on the outside because they are shooting at this. I do not have the window coverings on these because I can sit up there, shoot down through the window and into the water, and actually attack them and be able to hit them, the NPC. Now let's check out this tower first. So I have a tower that sticks off diagonally. That diagonal allows me to look down this wall, and it allows me to look down that wall. Same with him. But the tower keeps getting demolished. So what I did is I made the reinforced platform and then put these, they are this one. 5,000 hit points apiece, surrounding it, capping it like cladding to help defend it. What I need to do is I actually need to take that and go around this edge, because it sits down in the water about, I don't know, 6 inches or something like that, a foot maybe, and it will help with the bullets when they're trying to shoot up at us. Oh, I did get it right. There we go. So in this one we have, I mean, this is going to be a full playthrough, but you can see I still haven't even replaced all the wooden platforms there because they got a lot of material to get through to be able to hit them, but I have replaced these up here because these get hit. These do have the door because we will come down here and actually defend from this at times. Same with up here. We can take shots from either side. We can take angled shots down the way. And I don't have these fully connected because you have to get up the ladders. And on this side I want to be able to fire down, and that's why they're not connected, but you can actually do this. Of course, you don't want to do this while you're getting shot at. And then now I can get to this side. Now up over here, it's not as easy for me to get to right here because of the way the length of this building matched, and I can't really see out there this way either. But it does allow for, we have the angled bridge over there. So the idea is you would come up, you get up here, and you have this big old gate you got to go into. Right? Gates aren't actually that much hit points, unfortunately. And I'm going to eat something while we're standing here. Drunk. So in these defenses, this gets hit a lot. That's why it's reinforced. Yeah, finding enough, this would all be reinforced, all this outside, but it's just finding enough materials. That edge that I talked about, this edge right here, is actually see-through to a bullet. So what I did is I sunk the barriers, and I just made the cheap ones. This guy right here, the barricade. These are too expensive to make, that's why they're up on the platform, but these guys are cheap, and I sunk them in it. So they don't actually protrude front or back, but it provides full cover. And then the plates I doubled, so 1,600 hit points instead of 8. That helps quite a bit. It's all about the mitigation. You put these on the outside, so these will take some of the brunt of it. We don't care if we lose some of the metal because it takes some of the brunt. And you look how it stair steps back, because of the angle of how they're firing, but it's also the angle of how we can attack from. So if we're up here, we can get our gun out, we can crouch, we can get like this. I still haven't put the berries up on this, which I do need to do. But it gives us good range, and then while we don't have a ladder here, it's easy enough to just kind of yonder like that. We still got to get the 50 cals. We're going to mount the 50 cals onto this top platform, because they come this way, this way, this way, and this way. So we're going to mount a 50 cal over here. I don't know exactly how far it rotates. We might have to do a tri-point. But then we have this tower up here, which I can duck down and take quite a bit of cover. This is fully clad in the heavy-duty plates. And then it itself, I will eventually change it over. But like you can see, I can shoot right down through that into the water. And it gives me a good shot. They're at quite a distance down there. They tend to kind of swim out and about right there. They'll have a few melees that come up and attack the... They don't attack the gate, which is kind of odd. They attack the structure. And then we have this bad boy, which you can see. Like even this... I have them all along here. This tower, the way it sticks out like this, we just, at day 70 we got hit and it went through a double plate very easily. I have a shot all along the side. Right here, I'm crouched down. I got a shot all along the side. I come up a little bit, get close, stand up if I got to get really, really close. And it gives us options of things to hide behind. Now all of this is reinforced, and then I put the tile on top that adds another 500 hit points. And same thing. We can get down the length. This one you have to get right here. Get all down the length because you're trying to protect your perimeter. I can shoot all along here. And on this, you have this barrier here, and then I have a shot on the back. So if I'm shooting here, it's not as easy for them to shoot me from the back. If I'm shooting here, I've got this protecting my back. And honestly, these are still a little too far apart, but it does work. Oh, and this is another thing. You can cheese a plate for an extra 800 hit points right into it, so it's within the space. So you get that, what, 5,000 hit points? 6,000 hit points plus an additional 800 and 800 at your knees. If you crouch down, it covers most of your body. But you get some very serious protection until you get onto this. So let's say these guys are over here, and they're attacking this because it's the least heavily armored. I just did this like day 65 or something. That over there will be the full garden and everything. And they can shoot from over here all the way through this building and hit you standing here, because this is technically hollow according to the bullets. So it's kind of a pain, but at some point I've got to ring the whole thing with these plates all the way around. They're cheap. It's just time consuming getting them all wreathed around. And then I need to get the platforms on this whole thing, but this is at an angle, so that makes it very difficult. Because the platform, then, we're standing on that and less likely to get hit. Right now, we're standing on nothing, actually. And so it's very easy for us to get. Now, there is range involved, so it doesn't do as much damage as if, say I come around this corner over here and there's a guy right there with a shotgun. It's going to probably kill me. Now, we have max armor for the game, what it allows right now, unless someone knows of something better to get higher than 50. We've got the combat knee pads, which look ridiculous. And, man, at day 70, the enemies are 12 or 15 strong. And when I mean strong, they are, oh man, fully armored to where it takes a bolt-action rifle that does 80 damage. Even if you headshot them, sometimes it doesn't kill them. It gets really difficult. So you want to layer things. Now this outer layer here not only gives us a place to walk, we can fire from behind these barricades, but it's cheap. If I lose this, I can replace it very easily. The bridge is so reinforced because we can't afford to lose it. It's the only thing that gets us across. Now one could say, okay, so put an extra set of metal on the outside, then a set of wood on the outside of that. I don't as much agree with that. It's a whole lot of resources, and then you're making even more. I can't see it from there. You're making even more of the wall plates to cover, and getting them 3 high is a challenge. So yeah, that's the idea. I'll do a full walkthrough of this sometime. Same thing, I've got this wrapped for extra protection. We've got this wrapped for extra protection. It sounds silly, but it's a force multiplier. We've got these here. You know, everything that's in the way of their bullet and your meat body saves you from dying. And it buys you the time to, oh god, run in here and grab some pills and a drink and some food or something. You know, heal yourself, grab some food off the cooker or something, because you're going to die if you don't. And then come back out and fight again. The raids get very difficult. Day 50 plus, well, so it starts around day 30, they ramp up, then around day 50, then day 70, but I believe he has tuned it, and he's going to tune some more, to where over day 50, it's not as bad. It's still bad, but it's not as bad as it was when previous to day 50, or previously after day 50, it just got so severe. I mean, you're talking 20, 25 enemies. How's one person supposed to deal with that? It's bad. But yeah, this, I do not like those people that are doing YouTube videos saying, "Hey, I've made an unrateable base." There is no such thing, and that's because of how these legs go. Watch this. Look. Look how far deep the legs go for the platform. All they have to do is shoot from range, and any bullet, stray bullet, or anything that hits these does damage. Anytime you've got an enemy right here with a sword or a hammer or something, and they're whacking it, they're not only doing damage to these spikes, they're doing damage to your foundation. There is no such thing yet as an unrateable base. If you did the gyrocopter and you built up on top of that thing... Ah, it's not going me up. Hang on. And you built up on top of that big bad boy right there, right? The problem is, you have to... now, it's fairly flat, and you can walk on it. We've taken our copter up there and walked on it. The problem is, you have your... the legs are going to come down to about right here. They're shooting up from the water. They're hitting the leg, the pedestal, if you will, of the foundation. Now, is that base going to be basically unrateable? Yes. However, good luck firing down from that and actually attacking the enemies. You're going to have to jump down on the water and go stabby from below, you know, get up under and stab them. Which is kind of a pain, to be honest, but it works for now, as long as that's an option. So, even that is not unrateable. It sure as hell would be safe, although flying the copter, I don't know about any of you, it's a pain in the ass. And having to deal with that all the time. Also, so let's say they're swimming in the water, that isn't any larger than this as far as a square size. So if you're doing the same thing, building a pyramid inwards so that the angle of the bullet never hits any of your building or structures other than what the base is, you're not going to have a massive building surface. You're going to have about what we have on this, which, I mean, it's perfectly functional. We have everything in there, but it's not going to be the end-all to be-all as far as you know, some all-encompassing massive base, because you're having to step inward each time. Start with the outer, then you go to the inner, then you go to the inner again, then maybe one more inner. You know, you don't have to have this open courtyard like we did, but we thought it looked nice. And you know, we got our kitchen out here, got all of our services in here. You can stand right here and hit all 5 of these at once. Steel's right there, coal's right there, wood's right there. You know, you got your anvil, you got your workstations here. It's all in one space, enclosed and in proximity of each other. You got all your... yeah, we need to stop collecting those. You know, we have everything. We got all the wood, and you got the box right there. So everything is within close proximity. Then you go up, and you've got... for now, we've got our generator and electrical equipment there, and it shoots down to that guy, but it's actually going to go up there at some point. And then you got your bedroom up here, right? Two dudes. You got your separate beds, which is weird. You have to actually use the same bed. It's funny. But it's still not a huge building space. If you didn't have the outdoor courtyard, that'd allow you to go 2 more this way, which would allow you another single wide by 1 by 2. So it'd be a single wide by 2 room to keep the pyramid shape going. It's all right. Anyway, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying make your layers, outer layers, the most destructible, and the thing you stuck that through the window on accident, and the thing you care the least about. We actually should have a barricade right here covering this, because this is a little pricey to build. But in any case, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you figure out how you're going to build. By the way, this is stupid expensive to build this, and so much time and effort to build this thing. Just understand that if you're going to take on this project, it's not like building bing bing ba-ding ding. It's not like building at our home where we came from. This is This is a challenge building on this thing, and it takes massive amounts of resources. So, thanks for watching. Come back and see us next time. Have a good one.